Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to be talking about percentages. Percentage is anything out of 100 or part of 100. So I know if I have my fraction 3 over 5, the percentage value for 3 over 5 is basically 3 over 5 times 100. So I know that my percent value is 60. 15 over 30 likewise is 15 over 30 times 100. So my percent value is 50%. %20 is 20 over 100. This is from percentage to fraction, so basically I'm going to write it as part of a base. Part is my 20%, 100 or 20 is my part, 100 is my base. So this comes about 1/5 of any value. Now 40% is 40 over 100. This becomes 2/5 of any value. Okay. Now let's move on to something tricky. It's asking me for 35% of 50 kilograms. Now this is actually a calculation. Again, we're going to use the rate-based rate method to find the solution for this. So we got 35% over 100 base equals x over 50 base. So my x equals 50 times 35 all over 100. So this comes about 17.5. %20 of 150 is 20 over 100 times 150 or x over 150 . So this is going to be 20 times, she's not times, is equal to, equals x over 150. So this is $30. Okay, so this is how you solve calculations involving percentages. Let's move on to another calculation. You have consumer population of a certain town that increased from 10% from 2006 to 2014. If the population was 2,000, what did it go by, and what was the final population? So I know that in 2006 my population was 2,000 people, and in 2014 this grew by X amount. In 2014, I don't know what the population is, so I'm going to write it down as X. It says it increased by 10%, okay? So, actually, let me write it the other way. I know in 2006, the population is 2,000 people, which is 100%. And in 2014, it went down, or it went up 10% by 2014. So I know that 10%, it went up by 20%, and I don't know what the value is for 2014. So I know that it went by 10%, so automatically this is 110% in 2014. And we don't know what the value is or what the population was in 2014, nor do we know how much it increased by. So first thing I'm going to do is figure out how much the population went up by. So again, part-based rate, or rate-based rate. So I have 2,000 over 100% equals y over 10. So my y is 200 people. Now, to figure out my x value, I can either solve for this the way I solved for the first half, or I can just add this 200 to the initial amount. So I know that my x equals 2,000 plus 200. So my x equals 2,200 people. Now, a customer goes to a retail store to buy office supplies for his office. If the price for the printer paper was marked down from $50 a pack, this is in dollars, to 45, this is in dollars again. What is the markdown percentage? So I know that $50 a pack is 100%, and I know that it went down to 45, so I know that my final figure is 45. So that's a difference of $5. Okay, this is dollars, this is dollars, this is dollars. So 45, so it went down to 45. I don't know the percentage it went down by, nor do I know the final percent. But here, we're talking about the markdown percent. So basically, what I'm going to do is solve for this first half, and I get my markdown percent. So I know $50 over 100 base equals 5 over x. So therefore x equals 5 into 100 all over 50. So my x equals 10. So my markdown percentage is 10%. So that is how basically how you calculate percentage calculations. They do have a lot of useful applications, especially in terms of when you're dealing with money or when you're dealing with weight or anything like that. It does come in handy. So that's it for this tutorial. Please keep tuned for the next set of tutorials.